Hi everybody, welcome back to Wingin It. I'm your host Kaushik Sampath, and today we have a very special guest, star cornerback Collin Wright. Collin is a sophomore and a member of the football team. Collin, I know I gave you a little introduction, but you want to introduce yourself?
Hello everybody, all the people in the world. Hope you're having a great day watching this. My name's Collin Wright. I'm a sophomore from Houston, Texas, and I'm majoring in communication, and hopefully you learn something about me in this video.
Collin, we have some wings here. I don't know how you do with spicy food.
Not really good.
But we're going to have to give it a go. I'm not the best with spicy food either, but we can both take a little dab of these.
For other people watching, this is like my third time ever eating wings, so we'll see.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Starting to get a little body leave.
Need some water?
Yeah, I might need some.
Yeah, okay, water. So we had some hot wings, but now Collin, let's get into some questions. First thing I gotta ask was how you got into football growing up.
Oh, for sure. Pretty standard, I would say, like most football fans. Obviously growing up in Texas, big football state. Started my career playing quarterback and cornerback, and as I moved into high school, and today kind of made the shift just to the defensive side because I'm just not tall enough to play quarterback. It's a lot of other things that go into that, but
I know this year maybe the record wasn't what you wanted, but there was still like a lot of high points, obviously, and it was Coach Taylor's first season, so keeping that in mind as well. Obviously, you know, the one that comes to mind is obviously the Colorado win. Maybe what are some lessons you took away from this year, and what are you maybe hoping to carry into next year and maybe change for next year?
I think the biggest thing is just believing in our team. Although we didn't do great in terms of wins and losses, there's definitely a lot of other factors that we grew as a team, and I'm excited to see what we do this year for sure.
You know, obviously your first year you played under David Shaw and Coach Lance Anderson, and then you know, this year you're playing under Troy Taylor and you know, Bobby April as your DC. What are maybe some of the biggest differences that you've seen between the two staffs?
I would just say Coach Taylor is just around a lot more. Coach Shaw just had a lot going on. He tried his best to be around us as much as possible. But Coach Taylor, his big emphasis, based on a lot of the feedback that he received, that most of the players needed, just being around more on a day-to-day. So all of our coaches would just come watch us lift, or just have open office hours where we can come up and talk and watch film and do all those things. So
we talked a lot about, you know, your time on the field, but maybe let's try to get to maybe know you off the field a little bit more. You know, being a Stanford student athlete is definitely a unique experience. Maybe how integrated do you feel within the general Stanford student body?
I definitely say I feel like I'm a part of the student body, and I think part of that comes from me trying to explore and meet as many people as possible, and also having great friends that get me involved in a lot of these things and certain clubs. I found my African American community on campus that is more like home for me, and also been able to meet new people through that.
I think one thing that we were discussing off camera was that sometimes, you know, maybe certain students here have like unfair stereotypes about student athletes, or even just like being a football player in general specifically. What are some of those stereotypes that you feel like are kind of unfairly thrown on to y'all? There's
a lot of things that people think from that. Like I said, arrogance, probably cocky. We're too good to do certain things, too good to be involved in other things. As I mentioned, I think that's just such a flaw in the way that athletes are received in general at universities. And for people who don't know, it's just a lot that athletes go through on a day-to-day, a lot with our schedule, time commitments, early morning lift-ins, class. So just not attacking the things we do in our sport, but also just being students. The ways to improve that is just people to be more understanding on both sides. Maybe us athletes also try to get involved in more things besides our sport.
If there's one thing that me and Collin connect over, it's definitely Drake. I mean, Collin's a big Drake fan. I'm a big Drake fan. I gotta ask, what are your top 3 Drizzy albums?
No order. I'm not gonna give you top 3, but I'll give you 3 with no order. First, one of my personal favorites, So Far Gone. Secondly, I'll have to go Certified Lover Boy. You know, as Kaushik mentioned earlier, since it was Women's Day yesterday, I played that album because I am a certified lover boy. Lastly, I gotta go Honestly Nevermind. It was a big change up for Drake to do that.
What are some of your future aspirations? I mean, I know obviously making it to the league is a big deal, but maybe what do you want to do after that too?
Probably be a professional golfer. I'm getting up at least 50 to 100 balls each week at the range, just knocking it out of the range every week. So I think I have a future in golf for sure. Besides golf, definitely be in some kind of sports media space, whether it be working in the NFL or broadcasting or being a TV analyst.
So those are all the questions that we had. Thank you so much, Collin, for coming on. You want to take another dab?
Yeah. Cheers. Cheers.